What's up guys, it's MatthewWaters here, and today I have the review of the Astro A40 gaming headset. Now this particular version is all white with the Metal Gear Solid speaker tags. So there's a lot of speaker tags you can go with, there's a couple special editions, but these are the ones I opted for. Now the great thing about this is it does simulate 5.1 surround sound gaming, so you will have the situational awareness, and it does have a relatively good design. So let's just get right into it and get into the design of the headset. Now as you can see, this is a very well crafted headset. It also looks aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So you have the very nice white, I'd almost say it's like an eggshell color around the trim, and then you have a really big nice padded earphone right there, and on the top with this part that goes on the head, it actually moves a little bit to contour to the shape of your head. And this is very light. It's a very light headset, so that's also good. As you can see, these open up, so if you have them around your neck, instead of it choking you like this, it'll actually just rest right on your chest, and that is really nice feature. So if you pull them down, you don't got to worry about that going around your neck like that. Now another thing I like are the speaker tags. Now they are removable, and as you can see, there's a plug for the mic on each side. I have the mic currently plugged into the left, but if you want, you can switch it out and put it on this side. And these speaker tags are actually magnetized, so you don't really have to try too hard to hook them in. They just go in right like that. So that's really nice. As you can see, I have the Metal Gear Solid faceplate right here, or speaker tag, and that adds a nice aesthetic adds a nice aesthetic value to your headset. And you can actually customize these on the website and actually put your own pictures as long as they're not copywritten. So that's pretty good. Now let's get into the comfort portion of this. As you can see, it's very flexible, it is well made, so it's not gonna, break when you put it on your head, and it is very light, one of the lightest headsets I've ever used. And as you can see, there's plenty of padding around the ears, so you're not gonna have to worry about this thing really hurting or putting any pressure around your head. They are soft, and I didn't have any problem wearing these for long periods of time. Just an example, last night I played from I think around 10 at night until almost 4 in the morning, and didn't take these off, so it was really good. I didn't notice any problems with that. And you don't get that sweat because these are a mesh or a cloth type material, they're not leather, so you're not gonna have to worry about sweat building up around your ear cup. So that's another really good feature. Now let's get into the mic because it's right here, so you might as well get into it. The mic is adjustable and removable, so you're not going to have to worry about using a mic if you don't want to. It's not going to be in your face, you don't got to move it up, just take it out. And it's also noise canceling. There's actually a second mic right here on the outside to help cancel out, outside noises, so you don't have to worry about wind blowing or whatever, anything. I don't know why the hell I just said wind blowing. You're not going to be playing outside, but anything out in the background is not going to be bothering you too much. And people said I sounded really clear when I was playing games in this headset, so you're not going to have any problems getting your teammates to hear you. I mean, if you know anything about the Astro A40s, these are actually sponsored by MLG, so if they use them in professional gaming, I don't think anybody's going to have a problem. Fuck, Jared! Now, if you don't know, these are also sponsored by the MLG, which is Major League Gaming, so it's professional gaming quality. Now, not to say that that necessarily means anything, that just might be some sort of sponsorship, but I will tell you from using this, I can see why they are sponsored by MLG. These do work really well, and I never had any problems communicating with anybody on my team. Everybody heard me loud and clear, and I heard them. Now, let's get a little bit into the connectivity of this. Now, getting into the connectivity of this headset, it is compatible with the PS3, the 360, and your PC. So if you're looking for compatibility, this is going to be a good option. Now the way that it works is pretty simple. It goes from the headset, which has this, which is permanently connected, and this also is where you're going to have your mic mute switch, as you can see right there. Now this plugs into this right here, which is an extension, and it goes into this audio 3.5mm jack. Now this particular jack is obviously, if you can see, it's 3-pronged, so you get the mic input and the 5.1 surround sound in this one cord. Now the way that this works is you take this cord and plug it into the back of their mix amp. Now this is really the brains of the operation. And the way this works is you plug in your headset right here, and then you basically plug it into your source through the back. Now let me get a close up here. So right on the back you have the optical cable right there. That's going to be the best and most simple way to connect this to any source. You also have a coaxial cable, a right and a left, and a USB cable. You also have a PC mic and an MP3 input. So you can actually listen to MP3 players or whatever you want that can fit into a 3.5mm jack on this headset. Now, the USB cable is going to help power this thing, and especially if you have the rechargeable battery pack, which I actually got. Now right back here is where the batteries are going to go. They fit 4 AA batteries, which is going to give this thing power, or if you opt for the rechargeable battery pack from Astro A40, it's one solid battery pack that goes in there and it gets recharged by the USB port on the back. So that's a really nice feature because it saves you a lot of money in the long run. Now let's get in a little bit more about the connectivity. If you guys want to use this with your Xbox 360, you're going to need this cord right here. Now what is this? This is the cord you're going to need to plug into your controller and then into your mix amp to get the voice talk to work on your headset. Now the way this works is right here on the front of the headset, or I'm sorry, the front of the mix amp, you have a controller input. Now that's going to go in right there. And then from there, you have this cord that goes into this here, which goes in turn into your controller. Now this was the only problem I had with this, because with this cord, because it's not quite long enough, you can't be too far from your mix amp. Now, me personally, I don't want to have cords going from my source to a mix amp to my controller, but once I figured out how to do it, it wasn't too big of a deal. Now, when I was gaming with my PS3 or my PC, it was not a problem at all because the cord that goes from here to your headset is much, much longer. Now, I don't know why they couldn't give you a longer cord for your your 360 controller, but they didn't. However, it's not a huge gripe. It's just something that I thought that they could improve on. Now, let's get into the performance. Now let's get into the performance of this gaming headset. Now I've already touched on the mic performance and the comfort and compatibility, and it performs well in all those categories. What about the sound? Now this does provide 5.1 surround sound experience right into this headset. It is simulated, it doesn't have 4 speakers in each ear, but somehow Astro tuned these 40mm drivers perfectly. You can hear people coming from behind you, the front left, front right, rear left, rear right. If they're coming around the corner, if they're behind a wall, you can hear it, and it really gave me an advantage gaming. I've been using these for Modern Warfare 2 for a while now, and they're great. I really think that the sound is really crisp, it's really clear, and there's enough bass in here that you're not going to have any complaints about the sound. Now the bass wasn't quite as full as some of the other headsets I used, in particular the Logitech G35s or the Psycho 5.1 gaming headset. I thought the bass was a little fuller in those ones, but overall the sound quality in these was much clearer. Alright guys, so that's it. That's my take on the Astro A40s. It's light, it's comfortable, it performs well in every aspect that you need it, and it's compatible with everything you got. It's a great headset. So that's it for now. Matthew Waters, I'm out of here guys.